The PGMOL and the Premier League have come out and released the official audio from the decision from the Spurs-Liverpool game to incorrectly not allow the Luis Diaz goal. It's an absolute catastrophe. I don't think VAR has ever been in a worse point in this country. I don't think football's ever been in a worse point in this country because of these referees. And in this video, I'm going to break down my reaction from the kind of 2.5-minute video. We obviously see the subtitles. We see multiple people talking underneath the goal. We see a lot of analysis from different angles. From the main analysis really is the onside decision. Okay, well, it's onside, why that was called offside, the angles that these guys are getting, and the communication afterwards. And let me tell you, as a spoiler to the whole video, it's an absolute embarrassment to what football is all about. And we've surrendered the game, we've surrendered the sport that I've grown up on, that is a massive part of this country, right? We've surrendered it to these absolute clowns. We've surrendered it to the most callous, uncaring people about football you could ever imagine. They get it right in the Champions League. Dare I say it, FIFA gets it right at World Cups. How are we getting this so wrong with the level of communication being so poor? Now, let's start off with even the start of the video. You know, the PGMOL comes out with a little statement. It's like a trailer to a Star Wars film, kind of giving you all the backstory of what's going on Tatooine. I mean, I don't like the context that these statements that come out from PGMOL, these kind of apologies, we've already seen 3 or 4 this season. I hate already the narrative that the apology is the answer, the apology is enough. Gary Neville's come out and suggested that it is, and that Liverpool should never have come out and kind of criticised the decision. That is some of the most cowardly, embarrassing stuff I've ever seen in football. And I think anyone who holds that position, especially a former Man United right back who won the Premier League in his own right, he should be absolutely hanging his head in shame. Liverpool questioning this decision has a massive, hopefully progressive reaction to changing things in this country, because things have to change. We cannot keep having a product like the Premier League, having the biggest games in the world, Spurs versus Liverpool being one of them, costing Liverpool a potential 3 points, or at least a potential world-class goal. We can't have it, especially with the lack of quality in this decision. And we'll go through the clips now. Sort of instance of us seeing the decision. Now, up to the build-up, we're seeing Joe Gomez whip the ball into Salah. Salah play into Diaz. Obviously, the referees are talking back and forth. The linesman incorrectly, which are not a lot of people are discrediting him. He should never have given that offside in the first place. There would never have been a decision. But there is a bit of back and forth, and you can't really fault the back and forth. Okay, you can fault the decision. I certainly do, from the on-field referee. And then you see, let's go, can we get a kick point, please, as the kind of VAR guy, the nameless VAR guy talking about it. Yeah, no worries, mate, from the referee. So we're seeing 4 angles here, and this is supposedly what they're getting in Stockley Park. And my first observation is that all of the angles are completely wrong to view offside. They're all completely wrong. 3 out of 4 of them, are they alluding to any kind of contact? Is it kind of a decision about a foul? No. So it's not about contact. So why are 3 out of 4 angles that either we're getting shown in this video, random, or at least it's suggesting that they see in Stockley Park? Why are we getting 3 out of 4 angles that are not related to a line on a screen showing down the pitch if he's offside or not? And the one we do get in the top left is at a weird angle. It's not straight on. It's not down. It's not a 90-degree angle to the pitch. This decision's the first camera angle they get within 3 seconds should be the right camera angle. How is the technology also? They have to rewind it. We see them rewind it in the video. How is the first touch point from Salah? That should be obvious. A computer could be able to get that. A computer should be able to instantly drop it back to the last touch. Surely someone's monitoring and be able to just pull them back to the last touch as soon as possible, because I feel that delays the whole thing as well. And then my point is kind of exacerbated. Yeah, give me 2D line ready after this one, the frame 2 after that, for frame 2 after that. So we've got a full screen now. I'm assuming they've gone into more detail for the right frame. Congratulations to them. They're actually using the right frame that is even closely appropriate to what offside is all about. And it's obviously still the wrong angle. So fair play, you got that wrong twice. And then they do draw on the lines, which, okay, they're not looking down the pitch in terms of where I'd like to see it. But if the lines are there, obviously at a right angle to the pitch, then fair enough. Clearly onside. Clearly onside. And then VAR say, check complete, that's fine, perfect. So from the referee on the pitch, who's meant to be in control of the whole situation has got to be under the control of who is it? Simon Hooper, whatever his name is. Right? So that's the first thing. Him and his linesman's got that completely wrong. He's not even said to the VAR guys in Stockley Park, right? He's not even said what the decision is for them to react to. They're in there not sure what he's even said in North London. They have no idea. So by saying check complete, that's fine, perfect, they've actually given no information back to the referee. And then some minutes go by and we have this weird interchange between an assistant VAR guy. They're referencing Michael Oliver, who's obviously fourth official. They're referencing the on-field referee as well. They're saying to delay the game. They're saying that the decision is completely wrong. And at this point, they surrender to the red tape that is constantly ruining football. They sit there and say that they cannot, the decision is onside, they say. They cannot delay the game and go back because the play had carried on. Even though there's 20 seconds between the wrong decision being made and there was a throw-in later further up the pitch for Liverpool. So what we're seeing here is a lack of communication. Basic communication. I mean, if you get on an EasyJet flight to Mallorca tomorrow and the two pilots of that plane communicated in the same way that VAR are, they wouldn't know how to take off. They wouldn't know where they are in the sky. They wouldn't know how to land the plane. That's how bad the communication is. I mean, there's no level of the job world. You could get a career, any career you wanted. You could be a chimney sweep. If you can't communicate to your manager, if you can't communicate to your colleague basics of what you're doing, what your decision is, what you're even examining, what you're spending your time examining. I'm examining, was this correctly ruled onside or offside? What am I actually doing in Stockley Park? No one even says what the VAR checks for. There's no communication. It's absolutely embarrassing. Then the replay operator says, delay the game, stop the game. The replay operator, who sounded like a prepubescent 20-year-old kid, right? He actually showed more leadership than Hooper, than Michael Oliver, than anyone else, even the VAR official. I'm guessing the replay operator. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into who these guys are because I think they're all disgusting people in the realm of football. I mean, the replay operator clearly is the least senior person on this team, and he's actually almost begging them to go back, realising the mistake, begging them to say, delay the game, can we delay the game? So he obviously understands what a big decision it is, how bad it is, and how wrong the whole process has been. These few seconds have illustrated to me why VAR has been a complete and utter farce. VAR was brought in to suggest that we could apply the objective truth to a sport like football. A sport like football where one referee from Germany might view it completely different to Spain, to England, to Italy. However you want to see it, from Brazil. Who knows, okay? And there's this kind of weird lie that was sold to the football audience, especially in this country, that objective truth could be applied to football in this way because VAR would allow us to have scrutiny over every decision, plus goal line technology. There wouldn't be a single thing we got wrong. There wouldn't be a single offside that was clearly onside. There wouldn't be anything completely unfair. There wouldn't be any dodgy red cards completely missed. Anyone punching someone in the face when the referee's not looking. That was the dream that was sold to football fans up and down the country. And I'm so proud of myself that I never, ever gave into it because it's an absolute farce. Now, yes, VAR has sometimes gone back and looked at violent conduct. I get that. And even in the World Cup, I'd say that the speediness of offside calls were absolutely spot on. And maybe in tournament football, it comes around once every 4 years. There's a world where VAR is absolutely appropriate. We saw it in the Frank Lampard 2010 goal. That meant so much to the country, to Frank Lampard. Completely ruled as not a goal. So goal line technology, quick, makes 100% of the right calls. VAR is getting offside calls wrong. Maybe the easiest thing that VAR has to do. And it's getting them wrong in the biggest games 4 or 5 years after its implementation. It tells you that the referees aren't getting better. It tells you that the technology is not improving in terms of accuracy, in terms of speed, in terms of use. And if you're sat there at home thinking, and I get a lot of these tweets, I instant block anyone who says this, instant block, that it's not the technology, it's not the technology, it's the referees. Until we get to a fully AI world in 2150, and I'll be 100 years old, where the computer's just completely running the show and completely understands everything instantly, where maybe we'll get there, it will always be a human having to operate countless screens, countless computers with different angles. It's too much information too quick on a football pitch where the fan wants to get the reaction instantly. He wants to know that the goal's been scored. There shouldn't even have to be a check for that Luis Diaz goal. There shouldn't even have to be a check. He scored a perfectly good goal. He's practiced all week for his whole career to make a beautiful run on the inside of a centre-half, get the finish around the keeper, which is absolutely beautiful. And VAR has taken that moment from Liverpool fans, taken that moment from football fans around the world, so we can get a 2-minute apology video, right, with Gary Neville out there saying that Liverpool shouldn't be upset about it. In a sterilised football world, it's absolutely disgusting. And this video doesn't make anything better. It shows you what is underneath the surface of VAR, and it's something completely convoluted, completely opaque. Why haven't we listened to Michael Oliver's audio as well? It's absolutely disgusting and everything wrong with the sport. Simple as that. If you agree, let me know in the comments down below. And I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. If you agree on any level, let me know. And I'll see you very, very soon. Embarrassing.